Okay, we're going to jump right into this lesson. We've already practiced signing on with our username and password. And you can go back to lesson 1 if you would like to review that again. But we know that the desktop is our starting point. And we have a background picture here. Oh, excuse me. And on this background picture, we have all kind of good stuff going on here. Okay. We have the Windows picture in orange, green, blue, and yellow. Get that other item out the way. We have icons up here, and I'm just going to take my pointer for a second and just point on some of them, just to get your idea that there are several different ones up here. And these are quick accesses to get into program applications that are on the computer. You may not see some of these on your computer because it's not installed, okay? And you may have some that I don't have, but it's okay. We have a foundation that we're working with. We also know in the lower left-hand corner is the start button. And when you click on that with the left side of the mouse, it lists all the program applications that are within the program and recently used at the top. In this next column, it identifies the user, area for documents, pictures, music, and everything else in general is on the computer's hard drive. But we also have the control panel to make various changes. And if you're not sure what you're doing, stay out of here, okay? But we also can add devices such as printers, projectors, and so forth. But that's what this area is for here in this column. But moving back to this one, if you notice where it says all program, could you see just a little bit here? But if we go ahead and we click on all programs, you can pretty much see everything that is listed on this particular computer. If we pull this scroll bar down, we can scroll along just by clicking over here and clicking the left side of the mouse and dragging. Notice that the applications move up and down. But also note that this first application in this yellow folder says accessories, then games, grade keeper, and so forth. These are folders, meaning there are additional applications and software and guidance and things in here that's associated with that particular folder. Otherwise, they're left alone as just individual applications. We're going to close that up real quick by pressing the escape key that's in the upper left-hand corner of the keyboard. Okay? Let's go back down here before we open up an actual program and look at this taskbar. This bar down here where my mouse is going across, and I'm going to take the little red beamer and just go across. That's the taskbar. It has associated tasks that we could use that are associated with different menus related to other items and things that we need to actually access the computer. Not so much with software, but things that we actually need to manipulate and maneuver around the computer. For example, the E in blue is Internet Explorer. We used to use that just as a gateway to get into the internet. The safer one now that you will find will be Chrome, to access your email, to browse, to search, and so forth. Going back over here to the one that looks like a folder that has multiple folders within folders, that's your Windows Explorer. It identifies what's on your computer. And then this next one is our media player. Let's move on. And if you want me to stop there, just so you can grab it a minute to kind of say to yourself, what was this one? It says start. Alrighty then. This one, Internet Explorer. And I did not want to open that, so I'm just going to go all the way up here and hit that X and close it because I didn't want to get into it. But that's just to show you how sensitive it can be. If you just tap something, it'll open it up, but don't panic. We always have an X to close the program. You remember what this one was? How about this next one? And the last one, write it down first. I'll write it in. Yes, it's Chrome. Now let's go all the way over and look at this increment here that has hidden icons. They have various features that help you know and identify what type of technology you're using, what name, what port number, what IP internet address you're using, what type of graphic processor you're using, and so forth. If you're not familiar with that, leave it alone. You may want to connect something with Bluetooth to this computer. Well, that's the icon. That one I find a lot of people grasp a little bit quicker because they can relate to that one better. But anyway, let's move down here and look at our power charging availability. Our speaker volume is at 100%. And again, you could click on it and lower it if you need to. And then we can see that this one says what internet access is available to us. And if there are any problems going on with your PC, this is the little area where it'll tell you something's going on. So I see I have one important message and 3 messages, but we're gonna leave that for something else. Anyway, we also have our date and time. So anyway, a quick review. And I'm gonna go over here for just a second. Just a second, because I'm wondering, do you remember what this is? This entire area here. What are these items here? Okay, I'm gonna give you this one, the start button, and this one, and these other 2. And where was the date and time? Sure was right over here. Now we're gonna go over that again in another lesson, but just to get you started, we're gonna go ahead now and we're gonna open Microsoft Word from the start menu. So we're gonna go over here and click start, and we notice Microsoft Word is at the top, okay? Say for instance, it wasn't up there, okay? I could easily go up here to the Word icon, right click on it, and it has some prompts. Of course, open to get into the program. And you move to this section here, pin to taskbar, or unpin from start menu. Pin to taskbar means I want to put it down here. Unpin from the start menu means I want to take it off the start menu, which is up here. You can practice with that on your own. We're not going to do that, okay? Now let's go ahead and take our mouse all the way up here. Y'all still with me? If I have a recent document, it would show here. So I can just move over here and click and open it up. But I'm not going to do that because I want an absolutely blank document. And there it is. So if you get this little prompt here, don't worry about it. Just click close. And now we're back into, about to open up our Word document. We're looking at an area where we can get started. We see that we have a blank document up here. And you may see some other templates. And if you look in the textbook on figure 8, page 10, you probably see some other little icons and things like that. Those are templates that we can get from online. And what a template is a document that's already been created, it's formatted. It may have graphics in it, word art, line draw, but it's already configured, and all you have to do is just click in and make the changes. We commonly use that for a resume or a business letter. Okay, for example, but in case, if you wasn't sure what was available, you could search up here and type what it is. that you're looking for, and whatever's available online, it'll show you first and then you can open it up. And we're going to do that in the next lesson. But for now, we're just creating a blank document from the start menu again. We're going to click on blank, and now we're in our blank document. How about that? Alrighty? Okay. Now, let's close this document. And now we're going to open from the desktop. Okay? So here we go. We just take our mouse and we move to the left if we want to go to the left. If we want to go to the right, we move to the right. If we want to go up, what do? Move it right up. And if we got to go down, move it down. But in this case, we just have to go up and double click 2 times fast. And we're back where we were. And again, that little prompt, we just click close and leave it alone. Same thing as I stated about getting a template or whatever. This time we're going to see if we can find the template. We're going to say resume, because I'm sure we may do a resume. Okay, my internet timeout request service is temporarily busy. How about that? So we're going to leave that alone. Sometimes things happen, but anyway, we're just going to go back here again. We're going to open that up, okay? And we're going to go on to our blank document. At this time, we're ready to start typing. And we're going to pick up with lesson 3, typing a basic document.